What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're going to go ahead and talk about Gran Turismo, because this isn't something which I've talked about. We're going to talk about the current state of Gran Turismo Sport specifically, and what I kind of think of the series as a whole, and just to talk about a bunch of things, because I haven't really done a proper commentary in a while. I did obviously the Need for Speed one, but I kind of like just sitting here in a room talking to myself. It's quite fun. So a lot has happened in the world of Gran Turismo in the past 12 months. Obviously the game was delayed. There was a lot of news dropped regarding the menus and the UI, and there was a lot of gameplay dropped as well, and they even have the game playable at obviously certain game expos and whatnot, and like just general like trade show stands, and the game is accessible if you want to go ahead and go to the effort to play it. Like it's out there in demo form in some capacity, but obviously the game's been delayed till next year. So realistically, us consumers, you know, for the majority of people who can't go to these trade shows and who can't go to like game expos, we're gonna have to wait until 2017 essentially. Now, I've actually already talked about my distaste for the delay and why I think it shouldn't even happen in the first place, and I'll kind of go on about that in a minute, because again I feel like I should re-jog your guys' memories, because it's been a while since I last talked about this. But the delays really kind of messed things up for Gran Turismo. Now obviously in 2017 they're going up against Forza Motorsport 7, I think it'll be, which isn't exactly ideal. You kind of want to be on a year by yourself. With Horizon 3 coming out, it's not really the same game as with Forza 7. There is a bit of competition there. So realistically, for sales, it shouldn't affect it too much. It's not really going to make that big of a difference, but ideally, it would have been good to launch it this year. I assume the reason they actually made that delay was to make the game better. I think they did say at one point in one of the articles, it is because they want to make the game better and the game's just not going to be ready, which I think is a load of BS. I really don't like how delays are treated nowadays. If you delay a game, that should be the ultimate last resort. You know, if you should have confidence in the developers and in the game itself and all that kind of jazz, that it should meet the deadline. I don't like how developers and publishers as well, mainly publishers probably, to be fair, I don't like how they're naming dates and failing to meet them. Now, I know Gran Turismo is kind of synonymous and it has a history of you not meeting its original date, but I still think it's 2016, you shouldn't be doing this anymore. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 has actually done it perfectly. Their game has been in development for a very long time through rumours, and we knew that. But they haven't actually given a release date currently, they've just said it's been under construction or under development. And that's how every developer should do it, you know, you shouldn't just give out a date, just say it's under development and that we're making the game, you know, within 3 to 4 years of development or 5 years or whatever, and then, you know, maybe 2 to 3 years or maybe 1 year before the game is actually ready to come out, then say a release date, you know, just say the game's in development. I don't understand what the issue is with just saying, oh, we're making this game to be confirmed on the release date. I don't get what the issue is. Now, I have nothing wrong with the whole fact that the game was delayed purely just solely for the fact that they want to make it better. Like, I have no issue with that, but the whole point is there shouldn't be a delay in the first place. They should have just said, we're going to release our game in 2017 in the first place. You know, that's kind of my issue. I didn't want the game to come out this year and be broken. That's not what I want. I want the game to come out when it's full and ready. But the fact that there is a need for a delay, there's just something wrong there, which I don't personally like. Now, I haven't personally played Gran Turismo Sport, funnily enough. I didn't go to EGX this year, and I haven't seen it at any motoring events I've been to. So I'm kind of unlucky in that sense. I've been told by other YouTubers and other people that the game is just another Gran Turismo game, but in a good way. It's a very, very good, well-made handling game from the demo, and I've been told that again by multiple places. But to me, in hindsight, if you look at the game and you look at like what Forza's doing on the other side, I don't like to compare games because I feel like it just causes a big disruption in the comments. But Forza's got pretty much everything right. Besides the physics, I definitely prefer Gran Turismo's physics. But besides that, like, I feel like Forza trumps Gran Turismo's in a lot of ways. And when we're talking about Gran Turismo Sport, it's mainly the car list. The car list seems really, really weak. You know, that was one area that Gran Turismo games always had on lock. If you were going to get a Gran Turismo game, you would expect plenty of cars, and you know, it always looked phenomenal and all that kind of jazz. But it seems like this time round, because they've been rebuilding everything, they haven't even got that. Like, and that was always kind of one of the main reasons to buy Gran Turismo, was because of the insane car list and the visuals. The visuals were always like insane, and I don't know, it's just a bit disappointing, really. And in all fairness, the visuals still look amazing, but the car list is just really, really lacking. You know, again, like another area that Forza has over Gran Turismo is the customization. I don't think they quite understand how big of a thing that is nowadays. I know it's a simulator, I know all that stuff, but like, realistically, just having a bit of personal, it doesn't even have to be customization, use the word personalization, I don't care, you know, I just feel like there's a lot of things missing from Gran Turismo Sport which should definitely be in there, and, you know, although they have got exclusive cars, and, you know, although it's got all this FIA approved, I don't know, my feelings towards Gran Turismo are mixed, and my feelings towards Forza are even more mixed. Like, I'm not a huge Forza Motorsport fan anymore. I used to be back in Forza 4 and stuff, but not so much anymore. So, I mean, it should put you in perspective on like what Gran Turismo Sport's kind of position is. I'm hoping when it comes out that it's full and it's plenty and it's a great Gran Turismo game. It doesn't have to have customization. It doesn't have to have a lot of the things that I've mentioned. But I'm just hoping that it's a full and complete game and it doesn't feel like a prologue game. And that pretty much sums up my thoughts for Gran Turismo Sport. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But it's been me, and that's been it for the video. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome, stay safe, and peace.